We have maps on our fingertips now. We know how world map looks like. We know how Earth looks like. But can you imagine? There was a time when maps didn't even exist. We didn't know the shape of Earth too. So then who drew the first map of world? How did that person know how Earth actually looked like? Let's see. Here I have divided from earliest known maps to latest maps in three different categories. We have very little evidence with respect to cave painting maps, and they were majorly concentrated on stars, rivers and terrain they knew. Cave paintings were mostly created with red or black pigments made from rocks. It is in ancient maps where we can find our early and very first maps. Before starting with ancient maps, it is important to know that till 6th to 5th century BCE, people believed that Earth was flat. Even India till Gupta period believed Earth was flat. It is in 6th century BCE, Pythagoras proposed Earth is not flat and it is in circular form, but he didn't give any physical evidence to prove it. It is in this time period that we have earliest known map to humans, that is Babylonian map. Babylonia was a place which belongs to present Iran. As you can see, it is a map written on clay tablet. We humans always have tendency to see world keeping ourselves at center, and it is very much evident in Babylonian map too. Babylonia is placed at center of the map, and the circle around it is water body named as Salt Sea, and the triangle shape represents separate regions. They drew these regions in triangle shape because that is how the place would look when approached by water. It is just a symbolic map and not a literal map. In total, it looks like a star. And then in 6th century BCE, a scholar named Anaximander known to have created world's first map. Though not correctly, but he was the first one to show map in a circular form with landmass and water around it. He divided landmass into three parts: Europe, Asia, Libya, which is present Africa. He doesn't mention North or South America, Australia. At this time period, nobody knew America existed. It was discovered much later. Meanwhile, people were still arguing Earth was flat. When you exactly don't know what's the shape of Earth, how you gonna map it? But fortunately in 4th century BCE, Aristotle proved that Earth is in circular form with physical evidence. Now we know the shape of Earth, but in order to construct a map, we also need to know the circumference of Earth. A man called Eratosthenes in 3rd century BCE made a strong will to measure the Earth, and he almost did it. He devised a clever method to estimate the circumference of Earth through physical observation and use of geometry. Let's take a brief look at how we measured Earth. Eratosthenes heard that there was a well in place called Cyane, where sun doesn't cast shadow on well and the rays directly goes into the well. That is just like standing outside at 12 o'clock in the noon where we can't see our own shadow. But in meanwhile, he could see shadow of pole in other place called Alexandria, which confirmed that Earth is in circular shape. He measured the shadow and pole angle to be 7.2 degrees. By then, Eratosthenes knew that a circle is 360 degrees. Now he knew 1/5 part of the whole, that is 7.2 degrees of 360 degrees, and he multiplied it with distance between the two places, that is 800 kilometers, and calculated circumference of Earth to be 18,000 miles, which is 7,000 miles less to accuracy. Later in 2nd century AD, an Egyptian scholar named Claudius Ptolemy was able to draw a world map with help of Eratosthenes' calculation. He described latitude and longitudes of more than 8,000 locations in Europe, Asia and Africa. But his maps were more north-oriented, mainly Mediterranean surrounded. He doesn't mention America, Australia, Far East, Pacific Ocean and most of Atlantic Ocean. He blended Africa into Asia. So it isn't a perfect map, but he with his maps revolutionized spherical Earth with usage of latitude and longitude coordinate systems. From now on till 15th-16th century AD, there are few number of scholars who technically contributed into map making. But major breakthrough came in 15th, 16th and 17th century, which is called as Age of Discovery. In this time period, widespread usage of magnetic compass encouraged exploring new territories. It is in this period that Europe wanted to take political advantage of new discovered territories and colonize them. That's how the never sunset British Empire journey started. Initially, Portugal and Spain were in forefront in exploring and discoveries. In 1492, Columbus accidentally discovered America, and in 1498, Vasco da Gama discovered India. That's how the age of discoveries continued to be. In 16th century AD, Martin Waldseemüller for the first time in the history mentions America in his map. This map is popularly known as Birth Certificate of America. Though he clearly doesn't mention America landmass, but he mentions it as two separate continents. If we enter into 17th century AD, there was ever expanding center of international trade, overseas exploration, acquiring of new territories, and so was demand for world maps too. Then came in the picture Atlas. In 1662, John Blair published Atlas Major, and it was sweeping markets. It depicts then known earth, seas and heaven together. This map is somewhat close to accurate world map. By 1970s, technology was in its development phase. With introduction of GIS, that is Geographical Information System, we entered into new age of maps. In 1973, Arno Peters came up with Peters projection. Using GIS, he made 2D projection of map, which for the first time represents actual proportion and sizes of countries. And also, third world countries are better projected in this map. This is a map that is widely being used for educational purposes. Later, the game changer Google Earth was launched by Google in 2005, first digital map of its kind. It maps Earth with help of satellite, and also it gave birth to 3D images. And in 2008, Google launched for the first time Google Maps as an app. Maps were not created by one person. It took ages to create the maps that we have on our fingertips now. Hope this video was informative. Thank you for stopping by and have a great time.